Alright, so here's a persimmon that had a lot of growth last year. It's recovering from cicada damage. This is a proc, one of the American persimmon varieties. And what I wanted to show you is something that persimmons do, and you just kind of accept it. And that is, you see these nice flexible branches, all good. Down here on this, there's sort of a V here. I may have to decide how to handle this at some point, and this is all good wood. But then inside and lower, what you see is this. See, this is a dead branch. And this is basically something that persimmons do. Kind of sealed off the branch. And you can take these off. You can see in there, it's basically just sealed off. And a number of these lower branches are going to be like this. So again, these are lower and they're inside, and persimmons are just one of the few trees that I've seen that really do this regularly. You know, here's a little branch here that's just going to come off, some of these lower ones. Meanwhile, the rest of it's good. And over here, you can see a branch that's out where it was sunny, and so the plants see the future in it, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to take these off. The other thing is just to be aware of this also. If you take Cyanwood too early in the season, you may not notice that they're fully dead, some of these lower branches. And so I've received a few things actually in the past that were, did not make it. There was no real life in it, and that just sort of happens. But anyway, like I said, the rest of it, all good. Higher up in sunny areas, just those inside growths and lower growths, they will get rejected, and the tree will concentrate on really the growth that's more valuable to it. So that's another reason why it's sometimes not as recommended to be grafting multiple varieties on a persimmon, because you'll get things growing along and then suddenly you'll lose that variety because it'll be lower and it'll get rejected. So better to plant more trees if you can, or if you have something divided like this, that might be a good candidate for a different variety on the other side. But this one probably will become so dominant that potentially this whole side might go away at some point. We'll just have to see. So that's persimmons, and what they do sometimes as they're growing up and deciding who the winners and losers are of their branches.